Our next topic for the evening before we get into our closing out segment with the Sterling Power Rankings. Uh, the NBA has kind of went through a couple of changes these this season here. Certainly, a lot of more players are more vocal, a little bit more confrontational. I like it. But Russ also said something that made me got to thinking. I said, well, let's go ahead and make it a topic. Russ said this is the beginning of the end of the super team era, or is already we are already in the midst of the end of the super team era. Um, and you know what? I think he's right. You know what? And I like it. If this is what it is, we're gonna get more guys really getting into each other's faces and getting a lot more chippy. Hey, I'm all for that. All right, let's go ahead and get some of this bitch assness out of the NBA. What did
I'm ready to bring the P
Nate
Diddy
say?
shirts back, man.
You said what?
No bitch ass. I said I'm
No
ready
bitch
to bring the
assness.
P Diddy shirts. No bitch assness,
Yeah,
man.
NBA baby, no bitch assness,
I
dog.
I really and I really do believe it's over. And I think that we got so accustomed to seeing the AAU style guys be like, oh, I want to play with this guy, or I want to play with that guy, that we're seeing what happens when you know that you're not when you know that you could lose. Let me say that I don't want to say like you know that you can't win because certain guys have a chance, but you know that you have an opportunity to lose. So it's just beautiful. I mean, if you look at the Western Conference as a whole, like these teams are separated by 2 and 3 games. Nobody can really get away from each other. Like people are like worried about the Lakers, but the Jazz, the Mavericks, and the Timberwolves are ahead of them. I think the Mavs lost to the Warriors tonight. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, really, really close. I love it. I love it for the game. I love not having a bunch of super teams. I think guys got to do what they got to do. I actually, you get a chance to see what Dame had to say. I agree a lot with what Dame had to say about this whole ring era bullshit that we live in, to where nothing matters except you getting a ring. But I love it, man. I think the Western Conference, the Eastern Conference is more stable. I think those of us that watched a lot of basketball in the early 2000s got to see when the Eastern Conference was basically just like, who's Jason Kidd and them going to lose to? You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying? Like when it was like that, you know what I'm saying? I think we're getting to where the parity is like that in the West. I mean, the parity is like that in the West, but it's not, the teams aren't as bad, but the East have, they have stable teams. But I think we're about to see one of the best playoffs that we've seen in the past like 5-6 years, because we don't know who is going to make it. Like if you ask 5 different people, you might get, and you probably should get, 5 different answers of who can make it to the finals. The Sixers can make it. The Celtics can make it. The Bucks can make it. Fuck, the Cavaliers can fucking make it. You go to the Western Conference, the Nuggets. It's the Nuggets' year. We believe the Nuggets should take advantage. The Grizzlies, we good in the West. Y'all got his problems out the way. The Kings, surprise. The Suns got KD. The Clippers, they're probably going to fall out of it because of Paul George's injury, which is sad. The Warriors are pretty much waiting, just give us a shot. I mean, it's like the Mavericks are 9. They have Kyrie and Luca. They're working through that shit. So it's the NBA is we're past that super team predictor shit. It's gonna be worth watching.
Yeah, man. I mean, teams. You're saying teams how you have to rely on depth and bench
Mm-hmm.
play, right? You can't just have 3 superstars anymore because how much cap space these guys are eating up, right? And then you're going to get into the luxury tax and all that kind of stuff. So it really depends on how well can you develop and draft. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you want a free agent to come sweeten the deal like a Kyrie Irving, but now it's up to the Mavs to like, okay, you can either get that star, but how long are you going to be able to keep the band together? Or would you rather just get solid contributors, from 6 to you mean the NBA bench is probably what 9 deep, really?
9, yeah.
Right, 9 deep. So what
9,
can you
9
what
and
can you
10, 10
do?
at the most.
Yeah, what can you do 6 through 9?
I think, since you said the Mavs, let's bring it up. I do think the Mavs will be all right. I do love the news that the Lakers aren't going to be going after Kyrie. I do love it. I think that Kyrie's enjoying his time here, but I think it's very, very, very weird to me that basically you get rid of Dorian Finney-Smith and the team forgets how to play defense. So that lets me know that he was really a leader on like conducting the defense and telling everybody where to be. But I think that's one thing that they can fix in offseason if they do keep Kyrie, which I think if the Lakers aren't in play, I think Mavericks are where he's going to end up.